guy. Andy, why don't you come up on stage? Now, Andy, he's been with me for many, many years, right? He's in Wuxia. He was also in Special ID. Some of you watched the Special ID. Who saw Special ID? You remember the hot scene, right? I said hot, right? You know, that's it, right? And yeah. You know, another movie, Driving Behind the Gate. Remember Driving Behind the Gate? There was a character with a mask, unfortunately for him, with a three-sectional staff, right? And we fought in this like an open field, like nighttime. That's also him with a double, three-sectional staff. That's also him. So he's been with me for many, many years. He's a very experienced and prominent fight choreographer and action director in China. And you know, I got Ivy. I don't know where Ivy is. I also have my other assistants and Chris. Somewhere in the back.
They were backstage in the scene, and I was like, wait a minute, he's in the film. Let's hear.
谢谢大哥那么多年的栽培。He was with me everywhere, you know. We went to Germany together. We did Stormbreaker. We did a couple.
So I'm going to start off. We're going to have a couple of questions, discussion, and we'll open up to the audience. You've had a really remarkable career coming up through the ranks in the Hong Kong martial arts film scene. But what did you imagine that you would be doing in life before you became an actor?
I have no idea. I can't tell you guys what's, you know, I'm not going to be here to lecture you guys and try to educate you about life. You know, everybody have a different destiny. For me, some of you may know my background, and I was never intended to be an actor, and I was discovered by my mentor, Yimou Ping, and when I was 16. My second film was that breakdance movie, right? The Smash Couples. So I think in life, you know, in general, you know, things just happen for a reason, of course. You know, you just kind of follow that path, right? And to me, I don't try to look back too much or look forward. You know, I mean, I try to focus on the present and do the best work I can, and I move a step at a time. You know, I mean, you know, it's been a wonderful past. Some 70 movies and 33 years of my career. And, you know, if I really have to analyze it, and I just want to thank, you know, the God created, you know, I mean, I don't take anything for granted. Just try to take a step at a time and make the best movie possible. You know, there are a couple more movies coming up. You know, I'm not going to retire so early, so soon. I'm here to run for film time, right? You know? So yes, it was the last. Yes, I didn't know I was going to come into Toronto to film. It was a last minute invitation, you know. After I finished Star Wars, by the way. That's
Yes!
Yeah, we'll talk about Wolf Run later. But this is the last minute invitation, and I said, oh, all right, let me come to Toronto because, first of all, my wife is from Toronto. My daughter was born in Toronto. And I said, you know, I have a lot of fond memories and feeling for Toronto, so I said, I'm going to do this movie. You know, let alone the movie is very exciting, a group of talents that I look forward to meet and work with, you know, like Vin Diesel, Samuel Jackson, and the rest of the great talents. So Yes, I'm in the middle of this film and I'm doing pretty good, despite of many injuries, many old weird tears, this old body. But I'm feeling pretty good, so you will expect to see some strong Donnie Yen signature in this film.
Yeah.
Not those couple of Hollywood movies that I've done in the past, Not those. This is pretty something special.
So let's talk about that, because you are really one of the last Chinese actors who's also a true martial artist. Can you talk about how important martial arts are to you, and talk about your training? You still train, obviously.
I train, but honestly I don't train as much as I want to, simply because I don't have that much time. But I think, God bless that I have a very strong foundation. So if I take on a role, I spend a certain amount of time to prep for the role, as well as get that physical ability, just get in shape a little bit, and focus on that particular style of martial arts. For example, when I did Ip Man, I was focused into, it was all in the package, right? I was focused on playing Ip Man as well as being a Wing Chun master. So therefore, the whole world was about Wing Chun, and I focused on that, right? If I'm like, for example, a movie like Special ID or Killzone or Flashpoint, requires a lot of physical performance, and then I pick up the pace, work a little bit more. But I take care of my body, martial arts for me is, I was raised as a martial artist. My mother teaches martial arts. I think most of you know. I think it's in my blood, so I don't really think about how important they are. It's just me. Sometimes it's hard to think of what's important. What you can't break it down. It's what made you. Martial art is definitely one of the reasons.
Well, we were talking about this before your preparation for Ip Man. You were actually kind of really on kind of a self-imposed diet for the character.
Yeah, a lot of people doesn't understand, they watch, I've done 70 movies, right? Different type of actors. And, it's really not the martial arts style, it's how you project that through that character. You really have to study that character. A lot of actors, and even in my old colleague in Hong Kong filmmakers, they don't understand. Sometimes I have these conversations with friends of my producers, directors. They don't understand what it takes to be a great action martial art actor. It's not about what a great martial artist you are. It's about how good of an actor you prepare yourself. Like when I played Ip Man, when I took on the role of Ip Man, I know what kind of responsibility as well as what kind of expectation the world wants to see me play this character. First of all, I did all my research. I got into a diet, knowing that in real history, Ip Man is very small and very slim. And at the time, I think I finished off a couple of those modern contemporary films. Like a straight out platform, I was quite muscular. And I said to myself, first of all, I got to cut my way down to looking like a man. And secondly, I have to change, not change so much, but kind of switch my fighting style to be that persona, that very reserved, gentlemanly, kind of passive way of, as a martial artist. So, and I was living with that mentality for a while before I actually started acting on my first day. So that's the kind of preparation I do for each role and style. It's not like, I'm going to go Wing Chun and then do this and go crazy on it, It's all about character and acting.
Can you talk, one of the things that, as a fan of martial arts films myself, I don't like seeing CGI. I don't like seeing computers enhance what a man can do. However, you've been in some films which have been able to kind of seamlessly blend that. Can you talk about how you work with that?
Yeah, there was many years of development in terms of that subject, CGI, solid physical performance on screen. And when I was younger, I did emphasize on how to identify myself as the one that doesn't use CGI or line work. But as I become a better filmmaker, a better actor, I realized that those wasn't the key important elements that I was trying to achieve. What is important is whatever it takes to make the audience believe. I'm not trying to say it's cheating the audience. You can't cheat the audience. You guys are too smart, right? You can make a film by yourself with your iPhone, right? You can see whether that person is good or not, right? Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be, right? So in the beginning, I was like this, and then, for a while, I said, it's all right to have CGI to enhance what you're trying to perform. Like, I wouldn't take anything away from the person's powerful and dramatic performance. I will give him full credit. If the shot includes certain CGI, how do you take that, how do you break that up and start analyzing this CGI, that's not CGI, that's not CGI, right? So as long as you know what you're trying to present, right, the performance is solid. Whether it is a drama performance or a martial art performance, So I don't emphasize so much on that anymore, like to really make a statement, okay, no CGI at all, We're living in a modern society, technology, right? We're making movies, right? Movies about technology, about science, right? What are you going to do, you can't go back in time and, make a 35 millimeter and crank up those films. You can't, right? So just understand your core value and then use everything around you to make that core value even better. And that's how I look at it, and that's how I approach my filmmaking.
So, how much...
Oh, sorry, I wanted to say, and it's really depends on the particular genre of the film. If you're making a solid kung fu movie, yes, of course the core value is that solid kung fu, right? That's why it's called kung fu movie, You wouldn't call it just an action movie. But if it's an action movie, it's about action and car explosions and chases, You do need that CGI enhancement to make that movie a larger than life. Or if you are looking at a type of, like a Dragon High Gate, of course you need wide work. If it's cartoon type, of course you need wide work, because that is the world of that genre. Right? You can't fly, but how do you make that person fly? You watch Marvel comic movies, right? Of course they use CGI, but how do you not use CGI? CGI is part of making movies.
So how much time and kind of effort goes into the production of a scene, a key scene? So say in the film that we just watched, the fight with you and Kara Hoy, can you talk about the challenges?
Well, I tell you, there's two performances in my kind of film. Right? One is a solo performance as an actor, and as well as me as an action director, or fight choreographer, we call it in the West industry's term, right? But in Asia, a fight choreographer, action director, whatever we call it, is that controls the action scenes, right? So for me, I was very fortunate many years that I built up the interest and then became a kind of a craft, a skill that, and also I have a reputation of hard work, and I'm also as a pretty active action director, so I get to shoot my own stuff. So it's different kind of standard approach and objective if I'm just an actor or an action director, or I'm an actor and action director. Not to mention if I'm a producer as well, then I have to think about how much it costs and the money inside it. That would become a problem. So, yeah. Did I lost the question?
Well, can you talk about some of the challenges? I mean, we were backstage, we were talking about the rain. Why don't you lead a question first? There's so many.
We
were talking about how there was the one scene where you had the rain, but then there was the flood, and so
Oh,
you were
yes.
fighting in mud.
There's mainly three big sequences in this movie, right, as we just recall. The first one was about this detective telling different perspective, Robert in a little village, like a 7-Eleven. What do you call it here in the village? And then, so that scene, and then the running on the rooftop. I touch upon a little bit of the running on the rooftop, because those two scenes were my favorite scenes. When I was shooting the rooftop, Peter Chan asked me, "Hey Donnie, can you shoot some really cool? Look at the rooftop. Can you shoot something running on the rooftop?" I said, "Yes, I can, but it's going to be difficult. Not because technically it was difficult, but because I usually set high standard for myself." And I said to Peter Chan, our director, "Oh, it's been done many times, and great scenes like Project Tiger, Morgan did it, and many other after, right?" I said, "We're going to run around the rooftop again. We have to make it very unique and very realistic." So I planned it different. Anyway, that's the technical side of it. But as a result, it became one of my favorite scenes out of the three scenes. So at the very end, and when we're shooting, I was directing the legendary Wang Yu. He's like a big brother of one-arm swordsman. So when we had him, it was such an honor for me to work with him, because I remember when I was a little kid, my father took me to the theater, and besides watching Bruce Lee movies, my idol, and Wang Yu was definitely one of the heroes when I was a kid. And in fact, I still have a photo holding this a wooden broadsword imitating Wang Yu. And I told Wang Yu that story, right? So it was such an honor for me to given that opportunity to work with him, and that's why I was directing him. But unfortunately, he was getting a little bit old and he was not very capable, so it was really difficult for me to shoot, because he, don't tell him, he was only able to do maybe 1.5 moves each choreography. So it was really difficult for me to shoot. And I knew right away that given the time limited and given all the restricted elements, in my heart, my gut feeling told me that probably I wouldn't be able to top the first two scenes. So as I was shooting, I said, what am I going to do? And then there was the rain, and we didn't have the leisure of having these kind of setup, with big Hollywood movies where we could, it's like a shower, you could turn it off and on. We did. We literally had men holding water hoses to spray, and and then I have to hold the mic while I have this costume and makeup on. Over here, this direction, the wind is going that way, shift the water over here. So, after the first 2 days, the whole setup was flooded. Was flooded with mud. We couldn't even set up the cameras. It's really difficult to set up the cameras, the lights, broken and destroyed by all the wetness. And think about, we still had to fight. So it was a really, really difficult scene, and toward the end, it was just some hardship, So these are kind of elements that I deal with as an action director, aside from the difficulties that I deal with as an actor. They're both quite demanding and challenging.
So on the subject of hardships, what's been the worst injury you've sustained on a film?
Oh, it's not about one injury or 2 injuries. I have, in this match couples, at the end when I fought this guy, he did a kick, and I flew off the boxing ring, and I hit the wall and bounced back the wall and hit the ground. Right? I was young, and I wanted to prove myself, and I told him, I can do it right over my tape, right? And then you need some math, and I kind of offered him. I said, no, Matt, just follow. You can't just follow the secret level around. I said, do you need any padding? I said, just give me 1 knee pad. And of course, I almost killed myself, but I did the shot. I don't tell my stuntmen to do that anymore. Anyway, so I'm with a dislocated shoulder. My shoulder is deformed. deformed now. It's you know, the one side is bigger than the other. In fact, I just went to the MRI today. You know, not from that injury, obviously, but from every movie, you have these kind of injuries, accidents, wear and tears, and no matter how tough you are, you can't fight against gravity, right? So, you know, we all get older. So I live with a pain 24/7. I don't sleep well at night. I have problems sleeping. One, because I have problems sleeping. Second is I have a lot of pain. So I literally have to use a pillow and rest my arm because it gets very stiff. I can't stay in one position for all night long. So these kind of, you know, I have so many injuries that I can't go through each of them, but like twice I was blinded, you know, 6 stitches left side, 5 stitches over here. Twice with Jet Li, another time with just Hitman 3, you know, again, I was blinded me again. I will share with this story. You know, I don't want to move all over the place, but since we have limited time, I'd like to share these kind of special moments in my career with you guys, and I think it's pretty interesting. My first, I guess, really like a cut legal injury I had was once upon a time in China with Jet. What happens at the end, I had this fight with him, and there was a shot where he spun around and hit me in my face, and I was supposed to block it. And Yu Moping was the director, acting director, and Sherlock was the director. And we kept doing this take because the camera was on my face on close-up, and he wanted me to block the strike before reacting away from the camera. So after about 20-something takes, both of these directors are crazy. more power, hey, you know. And the last take, the staff that was supposed to hit right in center cross missed it. And I placed my stick right here, and the stick kind of missed it. So the end of that stick hit me right in the left eye, and I went, boom, you know, and I saw splars, right? And then I felt like, I placed my hand immediately on my eyebrow, and I said, this is exactly what I did. And I went like this. Blood was splashing. Oh. Like in a movie, right? In a movie. Splashing. Can somebody call the ambulance? So I went to the ambulance, 6 stitches. Sherlock and Yu Moping, they all got panicked. You're right. I said, okay. Let's just take you to the hospital. So I had 6 stitches, right? Call me, rest. Take it easy, you know, I'll shoot something else. Great, I'll take a rest. Sherlock called me the next morning. How are you feeling, Doc? I said, I'm feeling good. Can you come in and shoot a couple shots? How am I supposed to shoot shots when I have all these stitches and badges on my left my eyes? Like, I'll shoot your right eye. So there was a shot side profile of me in Once Upon a Time in China, where I was actually bashed up on left eye. That was my first eye injury. Now the second one was Dragon Tiger Gate. You know, at the end when there's a desert storm and you know I sunk down to the sand, right? And I held my sword and I kind of, you know, those movies you could do anything, right? You cut through the whole sand, you know, the ground, right? So what happened was we didn't have any money to. There was no CGI now. You know about no CGI, right? There was no CGI back then. And we had the martial art choreographer had to build kind of like build out of these like weave woven like that material where you could put sand on top of it, but it's not heavy enough to sink it, right? So what happened was they built a cardboard and then this area where I was supposed to cut through, and then take all the razor blades on the side away from the camera on on the blade of my sword. And then they said, Donnie, so we spent 3 hours building this, right? 3 hammers. What I want you to do is just 1, 2, 3, and cut through it, right? All right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cut through it. I went 1, 2, 3. I went halfway, and then I stuck, and the sword hit me back. Boom, boom, hit me my eyes again. Boom, and everyone stopped. Now at that time, for continuity, because I already fought all the stars, right? And I had a cut from one of the slash, like it was a fake blood on one eye, right? They said, you have 2 slashes on the eye, so the other one's real. So I literally hit myself so hard it cut. You know, what happened was when they built it, because they wanted to rush it, and the director was told, hurry up, you know, and they only built half of these cardboards where I was able to cut through the other half. It was impossible to cut through because it was damaged, moving, right? So it was impossible to cut through. So another 6 inches, right? So from then on, those 2 injuries, I knew that if every time I get hit in the eye, that movie's going to be really big hit, because those movies became box office. Wait. Now when I did Hero with Jet Li, after 10 years reunion, I fought him, and we were fighting. This is long take shots. We both were really older now, and we were like talking. It's like, you know, 10 years ago you did this, and you know, laughing. Right? You know, about 10 years, 10 years later, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna give back to the audience after 10 years of reunion? I said, oh, you know, it's just trying to make the shots perfect, right? There was a shot where the hammer followed me. I'm holding the spear, and he's holding the sword, and at the end of that move, he's supposed to be like on top of the rail, and you know, we're supposed to just kind of pause at that edit point, and him poking at me with his sword and me blocking, right? After 20-something takes, the last take hit me. Boom! Boom! And then, again, Jeff is like, there's blood. You know, blood. And I said, hold it. Give me a mirror. And of course, Zhang Yimou, very famous director from China. Oh, we're really panicked because I got injured. You know, always put my eye out. The makeup woman came rushing in. I took the mirror, I looked at myself, blood splashing on my eyes. I said, yeah, that's it. This movie's gonna be a blockbuster. Guess what? That's what happened to me in Ip Man 1 and Ip Man 3. And look what happened to Ip Man 1 and 3.
So it's actually funny that you mentioned mismatched couples, because it kind of comes full circle, because back in the 1980s, I'm not sure if many of you are aware, the Royal used to be a Chinatown cinema. And they used to have double bills here. How many people came here during those days when it was the Golden Princess? And guess what film showed here? Mismatched couples.
I don't know why you guys like that film. Every time I look at that film, you know. You know why? I'm always put on the spot. It's like, if not, you still do the moonwalk and all that stuff. You know, I can't spin on my head anymore.
All right, we've got limited time, so let's have some questions from the audience. If you project, speak very loud. So here, yes, you.
So my question is more of like a two-part question. So I hope Donnie will.
Those deadly two-part questions. Be good.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not trying to solve. So it's okay. So my first question is, so obviously you've been making a lot of movies, and so I was thinking, how do those movies relate to you as a martial artist? So like, how are the movies, how are your characters in the movies relate to you yourself and your philosophy?
Well, most of you, I hope, you know, have been following my career in my films. Right? You can see, I think, I never separate myself as who I am as a person to what my performance is on screen, you know. I think a true actor always uses life experience and reflect that through your character.